Hi guys, Jeff here, your realtor and coach with the Apex Realty team. Today what I want to talk to you a little bit about is the changes to capital gain tax that was announced last week in the federal budget. We've been getting a ton of calls with people asking questions. How does it affect their real estate holdings? How does it affect their real estate investments? As you know, we do a ton of multi-units and investment properties, so I thought it was important for me to get this out there to you in a very simplified manner. Now, before I get rolling here, keep in mind, I'm not a tax professional, I'm not a tax accountant, although I did play one on TV once, but what I'm going to give you today is the simplified version. The math is going to be easy. For those that know you, you know I'm a football, or know me, you know I'm a football guy, so we're going to keep the math as simple as possible for me and for you so you can understand how these changes might affect you. I will attach a PDF, so if you're getting this by email, the PDF will be attached. If you're seeing this on social media, drop me a DM and I will send you the PDF so that you have the full explanations of what I've explained today and maybe make it a little bit easier to understand. So let's get rolling here. Before we get started, let's understand what a capital gain actually is. And for most of you, this will be a review, but for some people it might be new. So a capital gain is the gain you make and the difference between what you pay for something and what you sell for something. So let's say you bought a cottage and you paid $500,000 for the cottage and you sold it for $1 million. Your capital gain is now $500,000. That $500,000 capital gain is what we're going to do all our math based on today. So you've bought something for 500, you sold it for $1 million, your gain is $500,000. Very simple to understand. That gain is called a capital gain. It's your gain in capital. Just so you feel a little bit better about things, they did not change capital gain tax on your principal residence. So the house you live in is still going to be tax-free. Don't forget, the year you sell it, you do have to let Revenue Canada know you sold it or CRA know you sold it, but it is not taxable yet. Maybe one day it will be. But for now, what we're talking about is investment properties, second properties, cottages, things like that. We're also talking about inherited property. So really important for those things that you understand there is a change in capital gain. So I'll tell you how it used to work, and then I'll tell you what they changed. Under the old system, that $500,000 capital gain, half of it would have been included in your income taxes. So it would have been, it's called an inclusion rate, it was 50%. So of the 500, 250,000 would have got added to your taxable income in that calendar year. Just to keep the math easy, we're going to assume you're in a 50% tax bracket. The next dollar you earn, you pay 50 cents in tax to CRA. So on that $250,000, so you have $500,000 capital gain, 250 is added to your taxable income, you'll pay $125,000 in income tax on that 500 under the old systems. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Now under the new system, they split it. They're now treating individuals and corporations differently. For individuals, the first 250, so you got 500,000 capital gain, the first 250,000 of it is at a 50% inclusion rate. So on that 250, $125,000 will get added to your taxable income. On the second 250, or everything over and above that 250, it's now going to be 2/3 included, or 67%. So that means that on that second 250, $167,500 will be added to your taxable income. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. So now we got the 125 and we got the 167.5 for a total of 292,500 added to your taxable income. So instead of 250, now we're adding 292,500 at that same 50% tax rate. It's $146,250 in payable taxes. So under the old system, you'd have paid $125,000. Under the new system now, you're going to pay $146,250. So these changes that are coming about for an individual who made a $500,000 capital gain will cost them $21,250 more than it did before. That's for an individual. Where they're really sticking it to us now is for corporations. And when I say corporations, I mean corporations that own assets or holding companies that own real estate. And a lot of my clients, what they do, or what you've done, is form a corporation to hold those investment properties in. So your multi-unit properties are sitting in an investment corporation. All of the capital gain from that whole $500,000 is now taxed at 2/3, or a 67% inclusion rate. So on that $500,000, you'll now have to add $335,000 to your taxable income at that same 50% tax rate. The total tax you'll now owe under the new system $167,500. So under the old system, you owed $125,000. Under the new system, you now owe $167,500. This change cost you $42,500. Now I know that's painful, and we're here to help. So if you have questions or concerns, you need an explanation of what's going on, or you own real estate and you're not sure what to do, reach out to us right away. Auntie and I are here to help all the time, 24/7. We'll answer your questions. We'll go through something. Usually when somebody phones me up and asks me a quick question, hey, what should I do? The answer is always, it depends, because everybody's situation is different. I'm always available to talk via Skype, Zoom, come out face to face, go for coffee, however you want. We can talk and go over your individual situation and talk about what the best course of action is for you. Should you rush and try and sell before the new rules to save that money? Should you split your sale over 2 years? Should you split your sale over 5 years? There's a lot of options here to save money in taxes. It's what I do for my clients, and I'd love to help you with it. Anyway, like I said, I'm Jeff with Apex Realty Team. I'm here to help you, coach you, hold your hand, take you through all this stuff. Whatever you need, reach out and talk to us anytime. Now, like I said, attached to this message, if you got it by email, there's a PDF that explains it. If you're seeing me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, however, just send me a quick DM and I'll send you the PDF. Reach out to us anytime. Next week, I'm going to do a second video explaining another thing that Trudeau's pushing in this new budget, which are called halal mortgages. Next week, I'll do an explainer video for you on how halal mortgages work and what they are. I think it's kind of cool, especially if you're Muslim, that you understand how that works and what those are. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon.